Hi again, guys. So this is class 2. This class is for Tuesday, September 14th. We're going to be looking at another topic, okay? And I will be leaving you homework for next Thursday, okay? So let me begin. Hold on. I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay. All right. So right here, okay. This is page 107. If you want to go to page 107. Okay, I'll wait for you to go to page 107. Okay, so on the last class, we saw the use of the so, to, either, and neither to agree with a person in an affirmative way and in a negative way. One of the first homeworks that you're going to do is this section right here. It's a very small section. It says speaking movie talk. It says complete the sentences with true information. This is true information for you. Okay. So you're going to have to complete information about things that you like to eat. For example, what snack? What is your favorite actor or actress? What is your favorite your favorite movie, or what movie you want to see? Okay, what movie you don't want to see? Where do you often go to the movies, and who do you usually go to the movies with? Okay, so this is a first activity. You need to do this activity because what you're going to do is you're going to create, well, one dialogue for this section, one dialogue, because you're actually going to make two dialogues. The first dialogue has to do with this, okay? So you need to get together with a partner. And what you're going to do is you're going to tell your partner, for example, your favorite snack. Imagine, like, maybe this is my favorite snack. I like to eat candy, or remember, any snack, candy, popcorn, whatever, at the movies. Your partner has to tell you the truth, okay? The truth, okay? If you agree, you have to use the so, to, either, neither. Remember, depending if it's a regular verb or if it's the verb to be. So in this case, for example, maybe somebody would tell me, I say, I like to eat candy at the movies. And then my student tells me, so do I, right? Or I do too. I don't know. Okay. And then the second question, I tell my partner, I really like, and I'm going to say here, I don't know, any actor, I'm going to say Russell Crowe. I really like Russell Crowe. And my student is going to say, so do I, or I do too. Let me change it. I do too. I do too. Okay. And I'm going to say, I am not a fan of, and I have to put an actor or an actress. I'm going to say Eugenio Derbez. Okay. And maybe my student has to respond with the verb to be in the negative. So he's going to say, neither am I. Okay. So on and so forth. So you first, remember, you have to complete the information with your personal information. And then you're going to get together with somebody and make this dialogue. You have to make the dialogue for you, and then you have to make the dialogue for your partner. Okay? The dialogue for you and the dialogue for your partner, because here you're going to have different answers depending on your likes and your dislikes. Okay? So this is what you're going to have to do. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're going to go to the next page. Okay. Espérame tantito. Porque atrás se ve las preguntas del examen de diagnóstico de un grupo. Okay. So right here on, oh, sorry, again. So right here on page 108, we're going to look at interaction. And the interaction says, any suggestions? Remember, the unit is about entertainment, okay? We already saw that. We have movies. Going to the movies is one way of entertainment, okay? Suggesting movies, okay? Like, what movie should I see? Give me recommendations of movies. We also saw songs, music. Okay, so maybe later we're going to have some recommendations about that too. Okay, and so these are phrases that people use. Okay, to give suggestions. All right, so here we have interaction suggestions. It says, what do you like to do on weekends? It says, who do you usually spend weekends with and who do you decide what to do? Okay, in my case, what do I like to do on the weekends? On the weekends, well, if I don't have work or if I'm not tired, for example, I like to go out to eat, and I like to go out to eat to places, if not here in the city, I like to go to Delicias, or I like to go to Santa Isabel, or I like to go to Rosales, because they have really good restaurants there. And I also like to go to pools, balnearios. Okay, I also like to go to pools when it's hot. When it's cold, I really don't go out. I also like to go climb the Cerro Grande. I like to go climbing. Okay, lots of things. But if I have a lot of work, I have to stay home, and I stay home and rest. It says, who do you usually spend the weekends with? With family, sometimes friends too. And how do you decide what to do? Like I said, if I have a lot of work, I stay home, watch movies, sleep. And if I don't have work to do, I like to go out. That's how I decide. Okay. It says, listen to the conversation. What do they decide to do on the weekend, then practice the conversation? Okay, so you're going to listen to four different people talking about four different things. Let me put up the volume and listen.
Lesson B. Any suggestions? Page 108. Exercise 1. Interactions. Suggestions. Part B.
What do you want to do this weekend?
I don't really know. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, there's an outdoor movie in the park, a food festival, and a karaoke contest.
I hate karaoke. And we went to the movies last week.
Let's go to the food festival.
Okay, that sounds good. Have you ever been to one?
No, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay. So what did we hear? What did we hear? We heard, okay. I don't see it. Hold on. Okay. So we heard the question, right? Do you have any suggestions? Okay. This is the question that triggers, la que inicia, that triggers everything. Okay. And so right there, okay, Douglas starts giving those suggestions, right? The first suggestion that Douglas gives is an outdoor movie in the park, okay? And then the second one, he says a food festival. And the third one, he mentions a karaoke contest, okay? So he's giving her three suggestions, okay, of things that can be done, all right? And then Jocelyn tells him, right, I hate karaoke, ya malo, okay? So option number 3, thank you, bye. It doesn't work. And then Douglas says, let's go to the food festival, right? Okay, so you don't like karaoke, but we have 2 more options. Let's go here. And so she says, well, you know, that sounds pretty good. All right. So Douglas says, no. Oh, it says, have you ever been to one? And then he says, no, I have never been to one, but it sounds like fun. Okay. So right here, we have the phrases for, asking, and giving suggestions. Okay. Hold on. Dando lata de la escuela. Okay. So it says the first way to ask for a suggestion is, do you have any suggestion? Okay. This is the first one. Remember, question form, auxiliary do, subject you, verb have. Do you have any suggestion? Any suggestions? Another way to ask, and here, of course, it would be yes, this suggestion, or no, this suggestion, right? And then we have, what do you suggest? This is another one. What, WH question, auxiliary do, subject you, and then suggest. What do you suggest? I suggest going to the movies. I suggest staying home. I suggest eating at a new restaurant, blah, blah, blah. And then the easiest of all 3 is this one. Any suggestions? Okay, and then the person can tell you the suggestion. So these are 3 ways of asking for a suggestion. And then we have here, it says giving a suggestion. Okay, how do I give the person the suggestion? Okay, you can start with the word let's. Okay, let's is the abbreviation of let us. Okay, so let's go to the park, let's go to the zoo, let's eat at the new restaurant, blah blah. Another way of responding to these questions is, why don't we, ¿por qué no hacemos? Why don't we visit the park? Why don't we go to the zoo? Why don't we stay home? Okay. And here and here and here, all of the answers are followed by a verb in the base form. Okay. Plus verb in base form. All of them are exactly the same. Okay. Plus verb in base form. And of course here, plus verb in base form. They're all followed by verb in the base form. Okay. And the third way to answer is like this one. We could, podríamos. We could visit a friend. We could go to the park. We could, whatever. Okay. So these are the 3 ways to answer. All right. And down here, we have a conversation. Okay. It says number the sentences from 1 to 8, then practice with a partner. I want you to pause the video, and I'm going to give you approximately, I'm going to give you approximately 6-8 minutes to finish this activity, and then we're going to check. Pero hágalo, okay? Hágalo. So we'll be back in, póngale pausa. We'll be back in 8 minutes. Okay, so now we have to check. We have to check your answers. Okay, vamos a ver cómo quedó. We're going to start with the first one. Okay, and so we have, let's do something different. And the response to this is, okay, what do you suggest? And here comes the first suggestion. It says, I'm not sure. We could see a movie. Okay, so right here, this is going to be number 3. I'm not sure we could see a movie. Okay, and what does the person respond? The person responds, we always see movies. Why don't we see a play? So this would be number 4. Okay, and then the person responds, a play? That's not a bad idea. That would be number 5, right? And then the person responds and says, there are two plays. One is drama, the other is a comedy. That will be number 6. And then the person answers, why don't we see the comedy? That would be number 7. And finally, number 8, the person responds, and let's have dinner. Let's have dinner before. Okay, so here we have a sequence on how to ask for suggestions and how to give those suggestions. Okay, so your next homework, okay, is going to be 2 more things. Remember the first one, the first homework that we had was the dialogue from page 108. Okay, this is your, this is your first homework, page 108. Okay, remember that you have to do that one with a partner. Okay, you have to do it with a partner. Homework number 2 is to make a dialogue exactly like this one. Okay, make a very similar dialogue to this one. You can do it individually. You don't need a partner. Okay, do it individually. Do a dialogue like this one. You can have 8 sentences or 10 sentences. Okay, that's homework number 2. And homework number 3 is going to be to work on your workbook. Okay, workbook, any suggestions, page 84. Okay, page 84. Any questions? I hope not. Okay, if you have any questions, you have 2 options. Option number 1 is to go back in the video. Okay, option number 2 is on Wednesday, people, on Wednesday, you can send me a WhatsApp, okay, and ask me any question you want. Okay, I will be attending during the morning in case you have any questions. And very important, we don't have Moodle. You don't have Moodle yet. Don't worry. Okay. On Friday, when we're all connected on Zoom, I'm going to give you the access. Okay, the access to Moodle. And on Friday, you are going to upload all of these activities. Okay, so don't worry. Don't worry, be happy. All right. So this is our second class. Okay. I made a mistake on the first video. I put September 13. Ay, teacher, ¿dónde anda? September 13. Okay. And it was September 6th. Okay. So this one is for September 7th. All right. So have a very nice day. Have a very nice week. I will see you Friday. Okay. Bye.